5, 4, 3, 2.
Yuki Bros! I want you guys to look closely at this box, okay? Closely at the box, right? You get Jaden, you get Aster, you have Flame Wingman on the side. But look at the top, right? You can obviously see there's 3 characters. One on our left is obviously Dr. Crowler, who has already been confirmed. But then there are 2 other characters. The middle one is hard to make out, so we'll leave that for last. But the right one, blue hair. Let me zoom in and I'll show you. That looks a lot like Jesse Anderson to me. And yes, I understand GX has its colorful cascade of multiple different blue-haired characters, but only one character in GX fits that shade of blue, and that is Jesse Anderson. So even when you flip the box over, you can kind of see a little bit more of a detail, and it's Jesse easily on, now it would be the left, Crowler on our right, and in the middle, I'm pretty sure that's Axel Brody. And if it is, that means that not only do we have Ancient Gears, Destiny Heroes, and Elemental Heroes already confirmed, that now means we have Crystal Beasts with Jesse Anderson and Volcanics with Axel Brody confirmed. And that would be nuts in this box. Furthermore, that means that Season 3 is also confirmed, so does that mean this box is just going to encompass all of GX, or are they picking and choosing random characters from GX to be in this box? I would prefer them do that, because I don't think you could fit GX in one box. I think GX is too big for just one box. And we still have no confirmation on Zane yet, but I feel like that's a perfect reason. Like, Zane, regular Cyber Dragon Zane, is probably too strong for current speed duels, but Cyber Dark Zane would probably be fine right now for speed duels. And I don't see them putting Zane in a box without giving us the iconic Cyber Dragon, even though you could just give us like Proto Cyber Dragon, you know, and play around it with that. But I still don't think they'd do that, in which case you'd make a second GX box later on or a different year encompassing more of Zane's actual true Cyber Dragon iconic cards. But if this is the only GX box, it does say featuring Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, it doesn't say it's part 1 or part 2 or whatever, then it very well could be just one GX box, in which case you know Zane is 100% going to be in here as well. There's no way he won't. So let's go over what I would assume to be the 8 most prominent featured characters of this box, considering there are 8 ready-to-play decks. Now, before we continue, I would like to suggest that there will probably be more characters in here that will be quote-unquote featured, like Cyrus, for example, with his Roids. But I think they'll throw that into something like the Cyber deck, just because Roids by itself, I don't know if that can be a full deck, and it might be able to, I could be wrong. But I don't know if they're going to, you know, throw 2 different machine decks in the same box. They might want to, like, scatter it a little bit more. I understand Destiny Heroes and Elemental Heroes are both in here. They're both warrior decks, but they both play very differently, at least in the GX era. So currently confirmed is Jaden Yuki with Elemental Heroes and Astro Phoenix with Destiny Heroes. We don't know if Jaden is also going to have the Neospatians in here. We would assume that probably will be the case. Maybe insert Air Neo's reprint for once. I'm not sure. But going off of what we know, we have those 2. We have Crowler with Ancient Gears. We have what should probably be Jesse Anderson based off this picture with Crystal Beasts. We have most likely Axel Brody with Volcanics, if I am correct on that middle picture there. Unless it's Hasselberry and we're just going to get prominent dinosaur monsters in this box.
Dino DNA!
I can't imagine they go and make a GX box without putting some sort of Zane Truesdale cards in here. I'm going to go with Dark Zane since Cyber Dark seem more fair than Cyber Dragons currently in this time. But, you know, maybe they'll all be in there just because why not? Then that leaves us with 2 other slots, and the first one I'm going to give this slot to is Chaz Princeton, because Chaz Princeton is the quote-unquote reoccurring rival to Jaden, and does play a huge prominent role in the GX series, and I think you will get some form of Arm Dragon Ojama type deck with this, and I say that because in later years in the Legendary Duelist series, they finally gave Chaz cards that mix his Ojamas and his Armed Dragons together. And if the Legendary Duelist series are any indication, of future cards in Speed Duels, Cough Cough, Parasite Paranoid, and Illusionist Faceless Magician, and many others. I definitely could see the Ojama Armed Dragon cards coming over. Plus, those cards work with XYZ and VWXYZ, which is also cards Chaz played in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. He's got a lot of different decks. So I definitely can see you making one of these 8 decks all Chaz themed, since you have so many different options to choose from when it comes to Chaz. The last character, and this is a big toss-up, I think Yubel definitely has a chance to be a character. I think Viper has a chance to be a character with Venoms. I think that one guy with the Sacred Beasts has a chance, but I'm gonna throw it at Sartorius, because Sartorius was a big villain, made Season 2 what it was with the Society of Light, and the Arcana Forces would be kind of cool. They're not very strong because they're based off coin flips, but in Duel Links there is a skill that makes your Arcana Forces get whatever effect you want. Basically, you're always gonna choose heads. And then that deck might be a problem. It depends. It depends what else you give it. But I think Sartorius, being Aster's mentor, and Aster's on the cover of the box, and based off the fact that he himself could just be a villain deck, and you could mix him in there with the Yubel cards, with maybe stuff for the Sacred Beast. I don't know. There's a lot to do with GX. Like I said, I'm shocked that if this is the only box that they're gonna just go a one-off GX box. There's so many characters you can choose from. Not to mention Shadow Riders, which I know are a side thing at most, but they give us support for things like Red Eyes, Vampires, Amazonas, the Sacred Beasts, like I said, Donzalug and the Dark Scorpions, like Gravekeepers. There's so many things they could do with this. So obviously only time will tell, but guys, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. Do you think these 8 characters will be the characters on this box, or do you think a few of them are incorrect? Am I right about the Jesse and Axel predictions, or am I incorrect on the middle one? I 100% know that's Jesse with the blue hair, but am I wrong with Axel? Let me know what you think down below. But as always, comment, like, and subscribe. Click that notification bell to get all of our latest updates. But guys, this box, man, we got many more videos to talk about this box to come, so stick around.